Oh yeah, what's going on, Game Weepers? So some changes for 12.14 got released on Twitter today, so we will be revealing what these changes are in this video, so make sure you stick around for the whole thing. And if you want to master, guys, of course, any of the champions in the game, any of the roles, make sure you check out the Game Weep website in the description and comment section, because our challenger players and coaches are uploading daily videos for our subscribers that are made by the best to help you become the best. Challenger VOD analyses, we're talking champion courses and champion guides, a bunch of videos that will help you improve 100% to hit your peak in Season 12. So check out those links and get that exclusive access by signing up, and let's get into the changes. So why don't we start by talking about the champion changes for 12.14 that are on the PBE as we speak, so you can go and test these out if you want to. So we'll start by talking about SIVIR, who's become a very popular AD carry and arguably even the best AD carry for 12.13 because of her changes. But she's become a bit too powerful because what Riot are doing while they're nerfing her W's minion damage, well, this damage is getting reduced from 80% to 65% for your ricochet. So this means that in terms of your wave clear, so if you're trying to thin a wave out, if you're trying to shove a wave into the enemy tower, even if you're trying to last hit minions with your ricochet, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Now, how big of an impact will this have? Probably not the biggest impact. It's probably going to mean you might struggle a bit more to get that early game priority, but for the most part, SIVIR will still be herself and still be one of the top tier AD carries. Now, we'll stay in the bot lane for this next champion and talk about Yuumi. So for Yuumi in 12.12, if you guys cast your mind back, your E, the base heal, it got reduced right at later levels. Well, what Riot are doing now to your E, they're nerfing it again. So the AP ratio in your E, this is getting reduced from 35% to 30%. So this is really for those players who might be going Luden's Tempest on Yuumi. This is probably going to encourage you to go Moonstone a lot more. So any of you Yuumi players who were going Luden's Tempest, unlucky. But this also affects Yuumi's late game regardless if you're building AP or not, because in the late game your E is such a powerful tool, because you'll have a decent amount of AP at that stage, you'll be healing your allies a lot. So this will actually affect them too. This probably means more deaths and probably more losses. Now let's head into the jungle, guys, for the next champion, and this is Kayn. And honestly, I just want to say this about time that Kayn was nerfed, because the Wrath version of Kayn, Red Kayn, has been so broken for the last 3-4 patches, right? Ever since the meta changed into this durability meta from 12.10, Kayn has been frothing it. So the Kayn changes. Your health growth is actually getting increased from 99 to 109. So you're getting more HP per level. So essentially at level 18, you're getting another 170 HP. This is really nice for both iterations of Kayn, but the actual nerf here that's going to affect the red version of Kayn is that your passive's healing. So when you damage enemy champions, physical damage, you're going to heal for some of that damage you deal. Well, this is getting reduced from 25% to 35% to 20% to 30%. So a 5% reduction. So if you are going rush, you're just not going to sustain as much during these fights. Now, how big of an impact will this have? This shouldn't be too significant. Like, Red Kayn is still going to do what he wants to do, especially with Conqueror and all the healing he will have in his kit anyway, especially with all the ability haste once you get Gore Drinker, Death's Dance, Black Cleaver, whatever it is you're building, you will still be hard to kill, but just less Giga OP. So those were the Kayn changes. And another jungler, even top laner, who's been killing it for I don't know how long on the Rift, Wukong is also getting some changes. Now, to be honest, I thought Wukong was going to get nerfed, but this kind of sounds like he's getting buffed in a way. So the changes are as follows. So the passive regen you get per stack, this is getting reduced from 0.5% max HP to 0.35%. So pretty much what this means is that when Wukong or his clone from his W damage an enemy champion or monster, so top lane or in the jungle, you are getting stacks of armor or stacks of health regen. So this means that during the laning phase in the top lane, you're not going to have the sustain from your passive as much. And in the jungle, you're going to be less healthy when you come out of it after clearing your camps. And think about all the nerfs to Wukong in the jungle, to his E, to his monster damage. This actually sounds like a pretty decent nerf. But here's the thing, because Riot are giving you like a compensation buff, if you will, because what they're doing is buffing your ultimate. So your Cyclone's bonus AD ratio per second, this is getting increased from 110% of your bonus attack damage to 125%. So the more attack damage you build as Wukong, your ultimate will be dealing more damage per second. Now, I don't know why they introduced this change, because Wukong, you already have 2 ultimates. Why make them even stronger? But what might this mean? Well, this might encourage you to go items like Ravenous Hydra, which give you a lot of AD. And with all the bruiser items in the game, so with Divine Sundra, with Ravenous Hydra, with Death's Dance, Black Cleaver, Guardian's Angel with a BF sword, Wukong's ultimate is going to be a very powerful tool, and the champion, to be honest, innately is very strong at the moment anyway. I don't really think he needs any more damage. So very interesting changes from the balance team, and guys, let me know any thoughts you have in the comment section about any of these champion changes and item changes that we are very soon to get into. Now, staying in the top lane, a pure top laner here, Aatrox is another champion on the change list. So what's happening to Aatrox? Your health growth, so HP per level, this is getting increased by 10, just like Kayn. So this means in the late game, you'll be getting at least another 160, 170 HP. Really nice for a bruiser. But this is the only buff to Aatrox because he is copping a couple of nerfs. So the first one, your E's healing, this is getting reduced from 18 to 26% to 18 to 24%. So as you get more points in your E, the less healing you will be getting from it. But it's actually important to note that if you have your ultimate going, this healing is going to be unchanged. Now, as for your ultimate itself, the increased healing you get, well, this is actually getting reduced by up to 10% at rank 3, because Aatrox at the moment is so difficult to kill because of all the healing in his kit. It's almost like Red Kayn in a way. I mean, they kind of look exactly the same. But yes, all these changes are designed around the sustain, the healing in the game at the moment, because Aatrox, for Kayn, all the other champions we've talked about, even Wukong, they're very difficult to bring down, and these Aatrox changes certainly target the healing aspect. Now, the last champion who's getting targeted, guys, in 12-14, this is Janna. So your E shield, this is increasing by 10 at each rank, but your E's heal and shield power, this is getting reduced by 5%. Now, as for your ultimate's heal per second, this is actually increasing. First of all, it's scaling more of your AP by 5%, and also the base heal is increasing at the early ranks. So these changes actually look nice for Janna, and it's important to remember these changes because what's happening to items, well, all the support items that give healing and shielding in the game are getting nerfed. So we will whiz through these right now. So first of all, Ardent Sensor is getting nerfed in terms of the heal and shield power. This is getting reduced by 2%, so from 10% to 8%. For Mikhail's Blessing, the heal and shield power is getting reduced by 4%, from 20% to 16%. Redemption is also getting nerfed, so the heal and shield power reduced by 4%, just like Mikhail's, from 20% to 16%. And then we have Moonstone Renewer, so the mythic item, the heal and shield max stacks, this is getting reduced from 5 to 4. So this is actually a buff in a way, but unfortunately the max heal and shield power, like the other items, is getting nerfed, but this time it's by 5%, from 25% to 20%. And the last item getting changed, guys, is Staff of Flowing Water, so the heal and shield power getting reduced by 2%, so from 10% to 8%. So this means if you're playing one of those enchantresses in the bot lane, the healing, the sustain you're going to bring to your teammates, especially during those late game team fights, this is just not going to be as much, so this might be a nerf to all of those champions, but this is kind of in a way a buff to all those assassins in the game who actually want to kill you and break through the sustain that you have. So those were the leaked changes, guys, on Twitter. Again, let me know in the comment section any thoughts you might have. If you do want us to keep updating you on all the changes that Ryan make to League, let us know by leaving a like down below, and until tomorrow's daily Season 12 upload, this has been Coach.